In today's gospel, Jesus talks about the final judgment and how he'll know whether or not we've served him. Sister Joan Chittister talks about how the importance of vocation helps us decide and discover how best to serve one another. The stories never end. One after another tell the same tale, describe the same situations over and over again. They say, I started out in one thing, but I wound up in another. It all starts in school. I think I like math until I get a stunning history teacher. I started out in a pharmacy and wound up in music. My first job was teaching algebra, and I wound up coaching a basketball team. I began in business, and then I discovered literature and drama. Or as the Portuguese say, God writes straight with crooked lines. The real exercise of life is moving a step at a time till I come home to the place that feels like home. Like I belong there. Like it's not about learning something, it's just about doing it. The notion of vocation is bigger than any college curriculum, deeper than any job, happier than any single event. Vocation is about finding out who I really am, forgetting the pay scales, never mind having to take extra credit, or stop worrying about the time it will take away from other things for me to join Habitat for Humanity. It's about doing what needs to be done. I love doing it, and the world needs it. Vocation is a call from God that lives inside of me. It's something I find out that I like doing and do well enough to keep at it. A vocation is a feeling, a realization, a call from within me that never really goes away, no matter what else I try to do instead of it. It transcends all the money, another kind of life it might promise. It ignores the amount of time it will take to be part of it. It is a sacred space in the soul. When I'm doing it, brings me to the center of my soul. It brings me home to myself. One person I have in mind worked in his father's pizza place all his young days, played violin in a small high school band, practiced incessantly it seemed, but did the sensible thing and settled into the restaurant routine. Then, without much notice or thought, he, along with his brother, inherited it. But the brother never really worked there, not like he did, so it was clear, wasn't it? He would go on with the family business. Until one summer, years later, the closed sign showed up in the glass of the large front door. I never really knew what happened to him until one night, after I left the theater, a man with a beard stepped out of the orchestra pit to stop me. The violinist from the pizza shop. Vocation haunts us. It never really lets us go, makes us the fullness of ourselves, someday, in some way. We are not born for our own satisfaction. We are born to bring satisfaction to others. Today, let's ask ourselves, are we following the call that God has given us to serve his children in need, and thus be able to serve him and the world he created?